I'm always reluctant to introduce some people in the business. You know, sometimes you give extraordinary introductions to people. There are few people in the business that I can talk about like I can talk about this lady. She is one of the most talented performers I think has ever come along in the entertainment business. She does everything so well, and not only comedy, but straight acting. Carol's just been nominated for a job she did in a show called Friendly Fire, which was sensational. And she has a new summer series called Carol Burnett and Company, airs for 4 Saturdays beginning the 18th of this month. And she is something special. Would you welcome Miss Carol Burnett? I get chills when I hear that theme song. I mean that. Don't you sometimes when you hear this really has so much sentiment attached to it?
What theme song?
The one that they just played. The da 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 da.
How does it go?
Da, da, da.
Yeah, I get chills too. My husband wrote it. Yeah, Joe wrote
I didn't know Joe wrote that.
Yeah, Joe's a musician.
Of course he is, but I didn't know he wrote that.
Started out, he was a skylark. Not of the singers. He was a real bird.
A real skylark.
Yeah.
Molted twice a year. He was molting last night. That's right. Now, why didn't I know that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't either.
Wasn't that fun last night?
Yeah, we were at and Freddie and a lot of people.
No, just you and me.
Oh,
We went to a party last night. It was James Stewart's and his
Gloria.
lovely wife, Gloria.
30th
wedding anniversary, and
nice?
it was beautiful. It was like my whole youth flashed before my eyes last night because my grandmother and I used to hit Hollywood Boulevard. Let me explain this.
Yeah.
In the late 40s and early 50s, we went 4 movies a week, which were double features. I saw 8 movies a week. And last night, I was sitting there, and I was watching Loretta Young dancing with Gregory Peck, and I'm sitting next to Cary Grant, and James Stewart asked me to dance. I couldn't. There is a Santa Claus.
Irene Dunn was there.
Irene Dunn.
Hank Fonda.
Henry Fonda. I mean, you know, and I used to sit when I in school and just look at all of these people, and that's my fantasy to someday get to meet them.
And even though you're so well known, and you
there's nothing
don't you
like
still
those
get a little bit of you try to be real cool.
Oh yes, I'm sitting there saying, "Hello, Carrie." Cary Grant. First time I met him 3 years ago, I was, you know, and I said to him literally, I couldn't say, he was so nice, and he said, you know, I watch your show every Saturday and so forth. I couldn't say thank you very much. I said, you are a credit to your profession.
That is about the dumbest thing I've ever. That's second only to my first meeting years ago when I was out here, and I only had a local show. And I met Clark Gable.
Oh.
And he stepped out of his car, and he was bigger than life. Big man. He said, hello, kid. And I went, hello, Wilma. I froze right in my tracks. I couldn't say, how are you? It's a pleasure. I've enjoyed you. I just... Hey, They gotta think you're some kind of strange creature.
Yeah. No, I'm sitting there talking to Cary Grant, and I'm cutting his food for him.
Not that he's that old. You're not saying that.
No, it's like I'm used to cutting my kids' food.
Well, you made it sound like Cary can't cut his food.
No, he can cut anything. Cary Grant.
Anything you certainly have, yeah. Who did you, when you were a kid, going to those movies, like I did? I was a movie nut.
Yeah.
And I had certain people that I always wanted to meet. Cary Grant was one of them, and Jimmy Cagney. And when I first met Cagney, which was only a few years ago, because he's retired now, and he doesn't go out much, and A.C. Lyles and Harry Morgan, the actor, and Ralph Bellamy are friends, and Jack Webb. And they invited me. Well, I'm not trying to drop names, but it's just to show you how,
go ahead.
how silly.
I'd love to hear it.
And they said, would you like to come over in, because Jimmy Cagney's going to be here.
Oh.
I said, Jimmy Cagney. We walked in, and Jimmy Cagney is sitting there. And he says, hello, kid, or something like that. He says, I get you whenever I can. And I went, that's very good. Because it sounded like a guy doing Cagney. And I says, you do that perfectly. I didn't know what to say. I felt like such a dunce. You know, and you do that. You're free. Who did you really want to meet?
James Stewart.
Jimmy Stewart.
was my idol.
And there you were dancing last night.
He always reminded me of my dad, and I loved my dad and James Stewart. They were the same person in a way. And then last night we were leaving, and I went up and hugged him, and he said, I've been looking for you. I want to dance with you. I put my purse down. Joe had to wait. We danced a whole set, and he was
Does Jimmy
talking.
dance any faster than he talks?
No, he dances stutteringly.
Because he was on the show the night before telling a poem, about Jimmy.
That was so
It was hysterical.
great. Yeah. Oh, I just
the old
loved
movies.
Oh, I was tripping all over him last night. I was so nervous, you know.
You know, the first time I saw you, I think the first time I saw you do anything was on the Sullivan Show. Could it have been the Sullivan
Possibly,
Show?
yeah.
Or doing I Fell in Love
I made a fool of myself.
over John Foster Dulles.
That's right.
The first thing I ever saw
Yeah.
you do.
I did it on the Parr Show. Excuse me, first.
What do you mean?
On the Jack Parr Show.
Oh, sure.
first, Yeah.
That's perfectly normal, is that it?
Was it?
Sure.
Okay.
Jack's up talking to a moose somewhere in Maine. Say, hey, kid. I don't know where Jack is. Well, I lost my train of thought.
Interesting new series.
Which I'll get to this series, Fred. You don't have to prompt me. I'm a professional. Jesting is my business. What? Jesting is my business.
Jesting is his life.
Jesting is my life. I started, and then we worked together
We worked together
on
on
the old
Gary
Moore
Moore
show.
Show.
Do you have any copies of those sketches?
If I can find, I remember we did, one of the takeoffs we
Gone
did
with
was
the
on
Wind.
Gone with the Wind.
Right.
We did one, and then a lifeboat thing that
Yes.
we did. I remember that one.
Yeah.
I'll try to find them, then I'll bring them back, and we can embarrass ourselves.
We probably thought
Like
at
we're
the time.
doing right now.
The twink, she said, her eyes twinkling, only to me. No, I remember we did it, and why, I don't know, but they wanted me to play Rhett Butler as Ed Sullivan. I think if I'm right, and
Makes
I
sense.
never understood why.
I have no idea. Maybe to give you a character.
It was just a weird kind of a sketch.
But you did Gable just then. I think you
Well, I
should have
don't
done
do
it
that.
that way.
All right, just Fred, we have to, is that what you're signaling for? I thought that was the old thing was,
Jesting is your business.
jesting is my business, and commercials are NBC's business, and we will do one of those, and then we shall return. We are back. We got Carol, we have Tim here tonight. Do you consider yourself, it seemed like a dumb question, a fairly normal person? Most people think
Sure.
yeah, you see, most people think entertainers are just a little off-center somewhere, and I think that's probably true. I mean, we like to do crazy things. So, I mean, you get in front of an audience. Now, when you're by yourself and you're out, you're rather quiet.
Yes,
But
I am.
when you get in front of an audience, like I will, you'll do almost anything if it'll work at the moment. And yet people
Yes,
don't understand that you're not the same off
That's
as you are on.
Excuse me, I'm hot. I put toilet paper in here.
Just kind of,
No, I was perspiring, and
I know, that's
sorry.
that's all.
Now, what were you talking
Ladies,
about?
would you resort to anything to shock the audience? No, just a second
no,
here.
just a minute.
There must be something that goes back.
I don't
either in the
know.
family, genetically, somewhere you found that you have a great grandmother that's just,
Well, my grandmother
did
was
not have both oars in the water or
Well,
something.
she
It's
had
just-
several oars in the water.
Really?
Yes, she was married 6 times.
Your grandmother?
My grandmother was. She only admitted to me that she was married 3 times, but she was married 6 times. And when she passed away, she left me some trunks that I was scared to death to open
Yes.
for quite a while
There-
because I wasn't quite sure what I'd find in there. When I was little, though,
6
I've
husbands.
been going all through school and everything. I was terribly quiet. I was an excellent student, very waspish,
Oh,
you know.
yes.
And I think I shocked more people by going into show business. And at one time I wanted to change my name. My middle name is Creighton, and I thought Carol Creighton would be just a great stage name.
sounds like a good
But
name.
I kept my real name, Carol Burnett, because I wanted Tommy Tracy to know if I was ever successful, because he was the boy I had a crush on for 6 years through junior high and high school.
That might have turned him off right there, you see.
No,
When you-
it would have turned him on again.
Yeah.
I never did that. Hi, Tommy. Hi, Tommy.
Have you ever
I'd
heard-
hide
have you ever
anytime
heard-
anybody would
Now,
say
you're
hello.
mentioning his name now.
Yes, I am.
No.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him since?
No, I think he's a hitman for the mob. I'm not sure. I'll probably hear from him. You know, I'm not. No, I think he's a school teacher or principal. I heard. I'm not sure. But no, I was terribly quiet and introverted, and so that was my whole life was going to see movies and then coming home and
then playing the part.
being. Yes, I could be Betty Grable, I could be Joan Crawford, Betty Davis, and so forth, and act them out with my girlfriend.
It's rather a common denominator for performers.
And how nice that you can grow up and still act like a kid.
And get paid for your fantasies.
And I learned to do the Tarzan yell when I was a little kid playing with my cousin. She was always Jane. Huh?
Every time I saw you do a show, somebody would ask, do the Tarzan yell.
Yep, just the other night when we were taping Little Girl.
You see, I didn't ask. See, I was gonna be different. I wasn't gonna ask.
Little girl asked me to do one the other night, and she said, I'm from the South. Do one with a Southern drawl. What do you do, Tarzan?
Tarzan with a Southern.
Yeah.
We'll do it, and then you just at the end put a you on.
That's exactly what I did. Exactly what I did.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
All right, let's have one.
You want it?
You're here.
I've been out of practice.
That's all right. You all come back, you hear? You have a good day now, huh? That's sensational. That's ear splitting. Anyway, I'm so glad you're going to do some shows this summer. You got Tim with you.
Oh,
and
gosh.
a lot of the people.
It happened it's nuts.
Right.
You know, I said goodbye a year and a half ago, and that's it. One door closes, another opens. We must all go on to other things. I lied.
You lied?
I lied. No, we were sitting, about a month ago, having dinner, Joe and I, and Conway and a couple other people, and we were talking, as is our wont, occasionally about, gee, wouldn't it be fun if we could do a sketch on such and such, but we didn't have the show anymore. And there was a pause, and Joe said, let's do a summer show. Click. So we called up various people, and ABC said yes, and we go on next week.
I think it's
and
super.
what I want to do is, if it works, is do 4 shows every summer, like a class reunion.
I
And
don't
it would
know
be,
why wouldn't it work?
And get the whole gang back together, as many as we can, and it was just wonderful. A lot of people cancel vacations and postpone
guess
stuff.
super.
And
Looking forward to it.
we've already done 2. We're halfway through the season.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah.
Halfway through the season. And speaking of the old gang, you see, I
Yes.
used to be a disc jockey, boy, and you make transitions like
Segues
this.
are us.
Segues are us, right. Tim is one about everything. He's not only a great performer, he's a very funny writer. He's in a movie right now called, I think, The Apple Dumpling Gang Rides Again. And in October, he's going to star in a film he also wrote called The Prize Fighter. Would you welcome Tim Conway? Yeah. Emotions are running high here tonight. Emotions are rampant here tonight
Aren't they,
on
though?
the set of The Tonight
Golly
Show.
sakes, yes.
Yeah, you haven't seen each other, I suppose, since the show went off.
No, gee, I was
how's
sorry
it
to see it go off. Yeah, it's an easy show to work. This new one now. You work 4 weeks and you're off 48, which gives me a lot of time to do whatever I want.
What is it you want to do?
Well, relax for 48 weeks. I think is good. Yeah, sure. Yeah. You know, you guys are talking about Hollywood. How come I wasn't invited to the Hollywood party last night? I've never actually been to a Hollywood party. I've been to a couple at your house.
Well, they're not Hollywood parties. They're
Yeah.
kiddie birthday parties.
I went to one, Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet's anniversary. Were you at that? Or,
No, I
that was a
wasn't
big one.
invited.
I wasn't invited to that one either.
See, that's the only one I've been. And I had my
Just
car
you
stolen.
and Steve and Edie, or were there other...
No, there were other people, the whole room full of people. I pulled up, and a guy in a red jacket said, can I take your car? And I said, yeah. And I said, do I need a ticket? And he said, no, I don't think so. And that's the last I saw of him or my car.
It's true.
What?
Stole my car.
You gave it to some guy wearing a red jacket?
Yeah. Well, if a guy comes up and you're parking for a party,
Yeah.
and they have a valet and everything, a guy comes up in a red coat and says, can I have your car? Wouldn't you give it to him?
I guess so.
I did.
And the car disappeared and the guy
Disappeared, and they found it 28 days later. Yeah. I don't know where the guy is. I guess he's probably still doing that.
You learned by experience, I
That's
suppose.
true.
Isn't
I
it true?
found that, by gosh.
And, but you have made you have made a movie. And you wrote one, and you...
Yeah,
starred
down
in
in Tijuana called Peggy and Her Pony, which was no, really? Oh, the one for Disney. Disney.
Not the training film.
No, not the training.
Not the training film, no, I said.
For
Not
yeah.
how to take care of your N1, we've seen. No. Peggy, don't let this happen to you. We've
No,
seen
yeah,
all those.
yeah,
That's
we-
right. I'm talking picture. I'm not talking...
It's the pony. Well, you
of
know,
course, that.
Yeah. Yes, well, one is doing very well now.
Which
Boy,
one is
just
that?
soaring right through the basement. The Apple Dumpling Gang rides again with Don Knotts tonight. They
Is that out
Disney.
already? Is that out now?
Sure. Boy, you probably have. Well, you wouldn't want to rush down and see that, probably.
Why
would you?
not?
Yeah, you guess you would.
I'm a big fan of yours.
Yeah. And then another one coming out. Another one with Don Knotts and I. Don Knotts and I are practically
Knotts and me.
going together.
Don Knotts and me.
No, you guys aren't in it. Just Don
No,
Knotts and I.
no. Carol was correcting your grammar with Don
She
Knotts.
should.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, so Don Knotts and I are in this thing with.
No, Don Knotts and me.
Don Knotts.
The three of us
No.
are in it then.
If it's a subject, you use Don Knotts and I. If it's you say with, it's Don Knotts and me.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really not a thing.
What to do is you leave out Don Knotts and you say, with me.
He's going to
and-
get steamed about this. He's really. I don't think we can cut him out of it. Yeah. Don Knotts and me are in this picture. That doesn't sound right.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. And it's called The Prize Fighter. It comes out either in October, November, or something like that. Yeah,
Which
it
one of
is
you plays
a,
the prize fighter?
I play the world champion. I become the world champion, and Don is my trainer. It's a serious drama. And we did little pieces of Rocky, little main event, little champ, all that. But actually, it is just a prize-fighting story, you know.
Someone told me. I don't recall who it was, but not
Probably
important.
me.
No.
Don and you.
No, Don and him.
Him.
That you did box when you were in school?
Yes, I did. Yes, I was a champion one year, and then the next year I had a picture of me in the front page of the paper coming out of the ring into the third row, which ended. Yeah, I didn't. The first year was kind of easy. Then the second year, yeah, that's not a very. I don't think if you saw an ad in the paper that said, you know, come on down to the Olympic Auditorium on Friday, we're just going to wail the hell out of you. You'd actually answer that ad, but guys go down there and do it, you know.
And be hit in the face by strangers.
Yeah,
You
right.
wouldn't
Yeah,
go
no.
pick up on that real quick.
No, so
And be hit repeatedly.
it didn't
by
take
the
me
face.
long to
Yeah.
figure that out. Yeah,
Now we have a small. I suppose you know this. It's no surprise.
no surprise to me. No,
We have a small excerpt, I guess was the correct
or
phrase.
a piece of film too.
Piece of film can also be
Clip.
used. A clip can also be used. A short
Segment.
segment is good
Of Don and me.
that we have for us. We have for us. About the prize fighter. Does this need any?
Well,
they say,
as you know,
they say
in
that-
Rocky, Rocky trained by drinking raw eggs, and so that we picked that up as part of our training in our picture. We felt that we should be also training with raw eggs, so we kind of figured a way to do that.
Okay, why don't we show them that?
Why don't we go look at it?
Okay, why not?
We can look at it
We
here.
can look at it right here. We have a
good.
machine and everything. Not a bad rep. Not a bad rep. Not bad. We'll do this. We're coming right back.